Hello, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Now, this week, let's make the cup that goes along to that topper we made last week. This is a fun ombre water slide glitter tumbler. So I'm really excited to show you guys how to create something like this using your own wonderful imaginations. So, with that, let's go ahead and jump right in. I hope you guys enjoy, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am filling in my glitter. You guys will have to excuse me. I totally forgot to film the spray painting process, but I do have others on my channel that I will be sure to link here for you if you need to see how to do the ombre process. But I did start with a sanded and prepped tumbler, and I use the epoxy glitter method to ombre this cup. The glitters that I used are I got Iridescent from Walmart, also Cherry Blossom and Camo Pink from Walmart. And then I used PDB Wildflower. And you guys, I do have my official affiliate discount link there. So if you guys choose to use that, I appreciate it. It helps me and it helps grow my channel. And it also saves you guys a little bit of money as well. So from here, once we had all the glitter sealed in and done, I went in and I did do 2 coats of epoxy to get this bad boy nice and smooth. This helps us with our water slide. And here is why: you do not want to sand any area that you are going to be putting your water slide down. The reason being is because it will not shine back up once we go into our epoxy, because the epoxy can't get underneath the water slide. So it is very, very important when you are using water slides to make sure that you've got a very smooth and shiny surface to be working on. Once we have all of our epoxy in, I am going to go in with my torch and I'm going to make sure that I pop any and all of those pesky micro bubbles that we may be able to see, and even the ones we may be able to not see. This helps us ensure that we are going to get a glass-like finish on our cup. I do also recommend to use a torch versus a heat gun. The heat gun will get rid of some of them, but not all of them. Now, once we are done with this, I am going to show you, I like to minimize waste as much as I possibly can. So here you'll see I have some clear water slide paper. And so that I can utilize it in its entirety, I'm actually going to use some painter's tape and tape it onto a full sheet of computer paper. This will make it easier for my printer to print on the remainder of the water slide. Now, before we do that, you guys, I'm also going to include my affiliate link for Creative Fabrica. This will give you your first month for $1, and then every month after that is $9.99. But if you guys are not on Creative Fabrica, do yourself a favor, save yourself some money. I spend less on Creative Fabrica a month than I would on purchasing decals, vinyl, all of that stuff. Like, it is totally, totally worth it. And there's so much stuff on there. So I will include the link for the Creative Fabrica. But what you're seeing me do here is I am going into Creative Fabrica. I am just simply going to type in flamingo. I did save some to my favorites, you'll see here. And actually, I didn't go with any of the ones that I had saved. I did pick one, and you're going to see here in a minute that I downloaded these and I did not even end up using them. I have them, which is going to be great for future cups, but I just didn't like as I was working through it. I didn't feel like any of these fit what the customer was asking for. But I thought this is also a great opportunity to share with you guys Creative Fabrica because it is so incredible. And they do different deals and different bundles that if you have your monthly subscription, you get all of those for free. They're all included in your subscription. And if you need to cancel it, you can cancel it, no questions asked, no strings attached, like you're not contracted, anything like that. But there is like, you can literally see through my favorites. There's so many things that you can get from there. I will tell you, I get a lot of my decals for not just my cups, but my coasters, my sublimation, my t-shirts, my car fresheners. I get a lot of those from Creative Fabrica. And the beauty part about Creative Fabrica is that you have all of the commercial licensing that comes included. So anything that you download is absolutely safe to sell on your website, your storefront, anything like that, because you have the licensing to it, which to me is a huge win. So here I am in Cricut Design Space. I am simply uploading the image that I wanted to use, but as I started to go through it, I noticed that Hello Summer, while this is a beautiful decal, was not going to show up at all um, on my cup because the background that we're using was white. So it just really didn't work well with this particular design, even though this is an absolute beautiful um, decal. I did try to go in to see if it would let me edit the color of the wording, and it did not, which is why I ultimately ended up making the decision to not use this particular image, even though it's absolutely stunning. Like, I love it. But that would not have worked. And I found something that just fit the request of the customer so much better when I went and looked. So everything happens for a reason. This was one of those. So here you're going to see me I'm going to type in flamingo, and I think I put PNG. And what I ended up finding was these really beautiful watercolor flamingos. And you can just see here with me scrolling, like, oh my gosh, you guys, if you don't, I am obsessed with Creative Fabrica. I literally use it for everything. But this is why, like, there is so much available. And because I have my subscription, all of these are free to me. They're all included. And like I said, the beauty part is I have the commercial licensing. So I can sell all of these and I don't have to worry about Etsy flagging me. I don't have to worry about any of that. So it just takes the guesswork. But I did find these really pretty flamingo and flower watercolor PNGs. So I decided to download those. And I went in between when I was looking at them. Actually, I went in between, I think, like 3 of them that I thought were really pretty and really fitting for what we were going to create. And I'm so glad that I went in and picked these ones. It totally made this entire cup. So here I'm just going through and I'm looking at all of them just to decide, like, I really liked a few of these, and you'll see, like, I go back and forth in between a couple of them. But good grief, like, I probably could have put all of these on the cup and would have been totally happy with every single one of them. They just are so, like, they're so vibrant, they're so beautiful. Um, but that was the one I ultimately ended up picking. I always select complex for this just so that I'm going to get the very best quality because there's a lot of stuff going on. And then we're just going to print and cut and upload that onto our canvas. From there, all you're going to do is you're going to size it based on the height and width of the area that you are going to be applying your water slide. In my case, the area that I had wasn't really large, so I just unlocked this and I adjusted it based on my measurements. And then we went in and we printed it. I actually didn't use the cut feature. I very rarely do, especially when I'm using water slide because um, I don't, it's clear water slide, so I don't need it to get in all those little nooks and crannies. I just need it to print out what I am doing. I also, because of the way that I am applying my water slide, I got this from Courtney's Custom Creations. You're going to see that I mirror the image. This will allow me to just kind of press the water slide on and slide the backing right off. And get the image that we're looking for. And it's way simpler than trying to slide the backing out from underneath. So if you guys haven't checked out Courtney's Customs, please do yourself a favor, go over to her channel, like, subscribe, watch some of those. I'll be sure to link her below because that is where I learned that from. So once we've got this all printed, we are ready to go and seal our water slides. I did not film that part, but I used Rust-Oleum 2x clear gloss spray, and I do 3 generous coats of the spray, the clear spray, and then I let that sit and dry fully, typically about 20 minutes, and then it is ready to go. So here I've got some water. It's not cold or hot. It's probably about room temperature. I have never seen a difference. I have tried hot water. I've tried room temperature water. I've tried cold water. I don't see a difference in the water slides releasing differently, but ultimately you are going to want to let that set until you can move that water slide easily from the backing. You'll see here that I actually did end up coming in and cutting the corners. You're going to want to make sure you cut after you spray seal it because this that it the spray sealer locks in all the edges and the images. I did not do that this time. So I went in, I clipped off some of my corners. This helped it release significantly faster once I was done. But I would just recommend avoid that hassle. Wait to cut your image until after your spray sealer has dried. And that will make this process way easier on you. Now, once that is good to go, I simply am going to put that face down right where I want it on my cup. I'm going to apply some gentle pressure on the backing of our image, and I'm just going to slide that right off. You guys, this was so easy. I had no bumps, no bubbles. Like, this was the easiest water slide application ever. And I am forever grateful for for Courtney at Courtney Customs. Like I said, I will link her channel below because she is just absolutely brilliant and an amazing person. So go check her out. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to let that fully dry. I'm going to use a coffee filter just to pat out any excess water, anything like that. Um, that way it dries just a bit quicker, and it makes sure that I don't have any water bubbles or air bubbles or anything trapped underneath. I let that dry for about an hour, and then I was ready to go in with my final 2 coats of epoxy. I used about 15 mLs on each of these final coats. Yes, in this picture, there is more mixed. It is because I'm working on multiple cups at once. But after those 2 final coats, friends, this beautiful 4-in-1 can koozie was ready to go off to its new owner. Um, and we had the topper. Like, this was such a fun cup to make. I was even telling my husband I wasn't sure I wanted to sell it. But I did, and I'm just so glad that my customer loved this cup. But with that being said, after we epoxy, don't forget, use your torch, pop those micro bubbles. Um, I go about 2 rotations just to make sure that I've got them all. But after that, that was it. She was all done, good to go. I didn't speed up any of this process because I wanted you guys to see it from start to finish. So if there are any questions that you have, anything like that, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to answer anything you may need answered. And let me know what you guys think. And if you guys decide to recreate this or use this as inspiration, I'd love for you to tag me on your social media. Also, if you guys aren't part of my Facebook group, it's a free group for all of us to come together, share what we're doing, help one another. Please hop over and go join. I have that linked as well. I'd love to have you in that group. But anywho, that's all we have for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was helpful for water slide application. And I hope to see you guys on social media. Until next time, friends, thank you again for all your support. Bye now.